By now, anyone keeping track of the racing world has heard of the name Ott Tänak. He's been building up his career in the industry since 2008, but how much do you really know about Tänak? Ott Tänak continues to make a name for himself, starting with the Croatia rally early in 2022. With 9 stage wins behind him already this year, people are taking note of this racing legend. There is more to Ott Tänak than just his wins though, so let's explore where he came from, how his career started, and look at a few more interesting facts. Ott Tänak is an Estonian who is mostly known for his performance on the track. He's worked with numerous teams and served as a co-driver 4 times throughout his career. He holds 17 rally wins and took home a champion trophy in 2019. But who is Tänak and where did he come from? Ott Tänak's early life. Ott Tänak was born in Sayre County. In particular, he called Karla home for the first few years of his life. He was born on the 15th of October 1987, which means Tänak is just 34 years old at the moment. Sayre County forms a part of Estonia. His career didn't really take off though until 2008, when Tänak made his first win in a local championship. He landed first place the following year in the same championship too. During these earlier years, Tänak drove for Marco Martin's team, who was a former winner of World Rally Championships. After his early win in 2009, Tänak made his very first debut in a World Rally Championship. This appearance was seen in the Rally de Portugal in 2009. Tänak was able to finish 20th in the competition. At this time, Marco Martin did not only serve as the team leader for the local racing team, but also acted as Tänak's mentor. In this same year, Tänak made an appearance in the Pirelli Star Driver competition, where he placed first in the rally. This event was held in Austria. These are the initial wins that helped Tänak start to make a name for himself, and from there, Tänak had the opportunity to compete in the PWRC support category at the 2010 World Rally Championships. Tänak landed his first place in both the 2010 Rally GB and 2010 Rally Finland competitions. The takeoff of Tänak's career. After his debut at the World Championships, Tänak started to experience a real takeoff for his career. This brings us to 2011, where he quickly climbed the ranks with a World Championship, all while driving the Ford Fiesta S2000. Tänak was able to gain victories during races held in Italy and Germany, as well as in France. From here, Tänak headed over to Spain in order to drive in the final round of the competition. While Tänak didn't place first in Spain, he did earn a spot as one of the runner-ups. In fact, he was only 3 points away from the victory spot, which went to Juho Hänninen at the time. The error that cost Tänak his first place spot was the fact that the front crossmember in the Ford Fiesta that he was driving at the time broke during the race. This led to the need for a repair, and according to Super Rally rules, Tänak had to start the race over. In the same year, Tänak signed a contract with Ford, which is why we saw him drive in the Ford Fiesta S2000. The contract was set out for a 5-year period. He joined the M Sport Ford World Rally team in 2012. During this time, Tänak was provided with a Ford Fiesta RS WRC, which he used to drive throughout the entire racing season in 2012. Tänak placed first in the 2012 Rally Sweden Championship. A dip in Tänak's career. While things started off well after joining the M Sport Ford World Rally team, Tänak had a dip in his career during this year. Following his win in Sweden, the Ford Fiesta he drove had an engine failure during the next championship in Mexico. This led to Tänak placing 5th, following the previous wins that he had scored. It was a bit of a downhill run from here. His next championship took place in Portugal, where he also did not place first during the competition. During the Portugal Championship, Tänak's Ford Fiesta slipped off the road. This led to Tänak going off the road, where the new Rally 2 rules became an obstacle in his journey to victory. Let's also talk about a few other factors that contributed to this dip that Tänak experienced with his career. During Rally Argentina, Tänak had a puncture in his wheels, and that caused him to slip back towards the 37th position. Fortunately, Tänak was able to catch up quickly, but he was unable to land first place during the competition. He eventually wound up in 10th place. While racing in Greece, his Ford Fiesta experienced damage to the suspension. Once again, Tänak had to use the Rally 2 rules, which almost cost him a win. In New Zealand, Tänak crashed, which also led to a loss on his side. While he did complete the next race in the Rally Finland Championship, he only placed 6th. Later in the year, Tänak had 2 additional crashes that led to losses for his team. One crash occurred in Germany, the other in Great Britain. From here, things actually started to go up, but also down. He did place 3rd on Italy's podium and 6th when he raced in France. Tänak had a good start at the Catalonia Rally, where he led the rally for some time. But unfortunately, another crash happened in this rally, and Tänak ended up in 8th place. Leaving the Ford team. Following previous events, Ford decided to end the contract that they'd set up with Tänak in 2013. This meant Tänak was no longer a part of the M Sport World Rally team, and at the time, he also had to leave WRC due to no team membership. This, however, was not the end of Tänak's career. He quickly bounced back by joining national rallies in Estonia. He started off with Rally Tallinn, where Tänak was seen driving in the Subaru Impreza WRX STI. Tänak placed 2nd in this rally, barely losing to George Gross. In 2013, Tänak was able to compete in 6 different rallies. He scored 1 win. Tänak also placed 2nd in each of the other rallies that he competed in throughout the season. 1 year later, Tänak was back in the game, teaming up with the DMAC World Rally team. During this time, Tänak participated in races throughout Sardinia, Portugal, and Sweden. While Tänak didn't return to the Ford team, he did drive a Ford Fiesta RS WRC for the season. Shortly after, Tänak was reinstated as a team member at Ford. This occurred after Mikko Hirvonen decided to retire from the M Sport Ford World Rally team. Tänak landed Ford in Rally Poland in 2015, but he didn't remain a part of the Ford racing team for long. Tänak decided to head back to the previous team that had joined in 2016. Back in the DMAC World Rally team, Tänak participated in several championships and rallies. Changes in his personal life. While everyone's eyes were on Tänak while he was driving, the racing legend had quite an eventful year in 2016. Even in his own personal life. Tänak and Jannika's wedding was held in 2016, and the couple remains together to date. And they even have 2 children together. They had 1 boy named Ron and a daughter named Maya. During this time, Tänak also had a few other opportunities come into play. In 2018, a movie related to the life and career of Tänak was announced. The movie followed Tänak around and documented friends and family members too. It was officially released in 2019, first appearing in his local area, Estonia. The film even featured real footage captured by the camera crew. Ford, Toyota, and Hyundai. Between 2016 and 2022, Tänak has moved between various teams while he worked on the advancement of his career. While he did leave the Ford team to go back to DMAC World Rally team in 2016, Tänak decided to revert this decision just 1 year later. At this time, Tänak decided to head back to Ford again, where he raced alongside Sébastien Ogier. Martin Jarvoya later replaced Ogier as the co-driver next to Tänak. In 2018, however, Tänak decided to quit the Ford racing team once again, and this is where Tänak became a part of the Toyota Gazoo Racing WRT team. The team he joined at Toyota was led by Tommi Mäkinen, another well-known name in the world of rally and racing. The Toyota contract was set out for a period of 2 years. After the expiry date of the contract between Toyota and Tänak was through, he did not decide to renew the team. Instead, Tänak decided to once again move to a different team. This time, however, he didn't return to Ford or the DMAC World Rally team. Instead, Tänak decided to sign a new contract with Hyundai. Similar to the Toyota contract, the terms were set out for a 2-year period. Where is Ott Tänak today? Tänak continues as a rally and world championship racer. He's already scored multiple wins for the year of 2022 and remains a part of the Hyundai World Rally team. While there were a series of challenges that Tänak and his teams faced, he's made a proper recovery, and he is currently driving a Hyundai i20N Rally 1, which he has used for the past 3 races that he's participated in. Tänak also currently places 2nd in the WRC ranking summary, with a total of 9 starts for the year so far. Whether Tänak will continue to ride on Hyundai's team or change to a different team anytime soon is still unclear. As he continues to rise in the racing world, we are sure to see Tänak bring even more excitement to the track.